Here we are back on our MLB The Show 23 Rerun Challenge with the Baltimore Orioles. They are currently sitting at a solid record of 43-27 and second in the AL East, just behind the Rays, which I think is really good for them. And also, they got a good roster this year. They're going to probably make the playoffs. But today, I'm going to get them that World Series title that Baltimore wants. So let's do it. Drop a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, so you don't miss anything I post. You can check the description below for links to their channels that you can check out. And there's also links to editing apps if you guys want to start a YouTube channel or edit pictures for Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, any social media platform. But now, let's get into Show 23 and get this rebuild started. The starting lineup for the Baltimore's includes Jorge Mateo at the DH, Cedric Mullins center field, Austin Hayes left field, Santander right field, Rushman at the catching position, and Roman Urias shortstop, Frazier's at second, Mountcastle first, and Gunnar Henderson is at third base. You got Aaron Hicks, James McCann, Ryan McKenna, Kyle Stowers, and the bench. Then the rotation, you got Tyler Wells with Grayson Rodriguez, Kyle Gibson, Cole Irvin, and Dean Kramer. And then the bullpen, you got Kyle Bradish, Yinyer Cano, Keegan Aiken, Michael Givens, Ciano Perez, Brian Baker, Danny Colombo, and Felix Bautista. This bullpen is probably going to get all changed besides Felix Bautista and maybe Brian Baker and Cano, but besides that, everybody's gone. Rotation, we're probably going to get everybody new for the rotation. And then lineup, take a look at it. Rushman will be here to stay. And then about that, that's probably about it, to be honest. But Cedric Mullins and Jorge Mateo might end up staying also. Because center field, he's a good defender and he can hit decently. So, we'll probably keep Cedric Mullins, Jorge Mateo, and Adley Rutschman on the team. Why not just pick up a rival player? Eliminate one of the players from the Rays. We're going to get Yandy Diaz, 31 years old, first baseman, 91 overall for Ryan Mountcastle. We do lose some cap, but we get Yandy Diaz, and he can play first base. So, welcome to Team Yandy Diaz. Like the trade a lot. We're going to take players from the rivals all day long, I think. We're picking up Gleyber Torres, 26-year-old, 85 overall second baseman for Adam Frazier and Donta Williams. He's all in the Yankees. Yankees are in the same division. Just one by one, taking players from the rivals. Let's go. We're moving Jordan Westbrook, a prospect, third baseman, T.T. Bowens, and Roman Rodriguez for Nico Horner. Never got him in any of my rebuilds that I remember of getting. So we're going to pick him up. Hopefully he does really good. His average has been pretty good the last 2 years. Hopefully he can just muscle up some home runs, get some hits, get some RBIs. Just play all-around good baseball for us. Never got him. Hopefully he works well. We're moving Gunnar Henderson, big-time prospect for the Orioles currently. If this was a long-term rebuild, this guy's staying on my team. All these prospects that I'm probably going to trade are going to probably stay on the team. I won't trade every prospect because you don't want to deplete the farm system. But most of them can be used to get better players. So we're trying to win a World Series in 1 year. So I got to basically move most of the prospects. We're moving Gunnar Henderson and Noah Denoyer for Jose Ramirez. Once again, if this was a long-term rebuild, maybe two-year rebuild. A 2-year rebuild, I would keep Gunnar Henderson. But we're going to move him and get Jose Ramirez. I was going to thought about bringing Manny Machado back, and that's not out of the equation yet. But we can get the best third baseman in the game. So I'm going to take it. We're moving Roman Urias and Ryan Higgins to the White Sox in exchange for Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson, his average is good, and that's what I like about him. And he doesn't hit that many home runs. In 2022, I don't think he played that many games. He played 79 games, only had 25 RBIs. So I think he's going to have a breakout season in this game right now. He could play second and third base if we ever need him to. So I like this deal a lot. Even though he's not the highest overall, good pickup. I'm moving Austin Hayes, Kobe Mayo, and Taron Vaver to the Rays in exchange for Randy Rosarena. Once again, just deplete the other teams. I am giving them 2 really good prospects. And if this was a long-term rebuild, I would keep them. But we got to win this World Series. So welcome team Randy Rosarena. Huge deal in my opinion. We're picking up 30-year-old Adolis Garcia. He's 95 overall in this game for Anthony Santander, Hudson Haskin, and Daniel Lloyd. Trading Connor Norby, Ryan McKenna, and Aaron Hicks to the Dodgers in exchange for Trace Thompson. He's going to be a backup right fielder for us and a bench back. Trading Caden Greener and James McCann to the Rockies in exchange for Elias Diaz. He's going to be our backup catcher. Jared Beck and Colton Cowser getting shipped to the Diamondbacks in exchange for Christian Walker. I'm moving Tyler Wells and Jensen Elliott in exchange for Aaron Nola from the Phillies. I'm moving Grayson Rodriguez, Carson Carter, and Heston Jerstad in exchange for Tristan McKenzie. D.L. Hall, Cole Irving, and Dylan Beavers are getting shipped to the Pirates in exchange for Mitch Keller. I'm moving Mitch Keller, Dean Kramer, and Kyle Bradis to the Twins in exchange for Joe Ryan. We're trading Tommy Wilson, Joseph Ortiz, and Seth Johnson to the Guardians in exchange for Tanner Beebe. First guy we're picking up for the bullpen, we're picking up Ron Marinaccio from the Yankees. 27-year-old, played one season, had a 2.05 ERA. Please just put that up. Last year, we're giving up Dylan Tate, Spencer Watkins, and John Rhodes. I'm moving Brian Baker to the Braves in exchange for Nick Anderson. Yeah, Nick Anderson had one good season. I mean, he hasn't had that bad of an ERA. 4.5 is the worst he's had through 3 years. So please, just put up a 1.5 or 2.5. Well, anything below 3 and I'm happy. Moving Yinir Cano and Kyle Stowers to the Astros in exchange for Phil Maton. Now, we had Phil Maton a couple times last year, and ERA-wise hasn't done really that good. I mean, his best season was 3.84, which was last season, so maybe he can keep on that streak. Just give us anything between 3.84. And also, ERA doesn't show everything. I mean, he gave up only 10 home runs, 24 walks, 73 strikeouts. He had only 2 losses, though. I mean, and 2 blown saves. So just don't have that many blown saves. And just try to pitch your best you've pitched all year. Like, have your career year with us. And I'll be happy. We're moving Joey Crable, Darwinzon Hernandez, and Zach Watson to the Marlins in exchange for closing pitcher A.J. Puck. 27-year-old, he's a lefty thrower. Throws heat with every pitch. So that's it. I mean, looking at his stats, I think he will be a good addition to the team. I mean, he hasn't really had that many blown saves, only 8 in his career through 3 years. And he was with Oakland for the first 3 years. So he's coming to this Orioles team, which is rebuilt. And they're trying to win a championship. Why not come here and get a ring? I mean, welcome to Team AJ Puck. Danny Colombe and Reed Trimble are getting shipped to the Royals in exchange for Aroldis Chapman. Aroldis Chapman, welcome back to the AL East, man. But this time, you're not wearing the pinstripes. You're wearing the black and orange with the Baltimore Orioles. Keegan Aiken and Nick Vespi are getting shipped to the Padres in exchange for Robert Suarez. Chris Valimont, Josh Gaudet, and Max Wagner are going to LA in exchange for Blake Trinan. Trinan, you've had 2 good seasons. Just do it. Have a third in a row. You're 34 years old. Let's go. Throw gas and put up the same stats, and that'll be amazing. Let's go. You played for Washington at the beginning of the year. You went to Oakland. You're at LA. You're going back to the East Coast in the AL East. A very competitive division. You have to go against the Yankees, have to go against the Rays, Boston Red Sox. But I feel like you're up for the challenge to be in this bullpen. So welcome, team. Blake Trinan. Before we take a look at our rosters going into the simulation, we're ranked number 1 in all the baseball in just rank. 1st in contact, 4th in power, 1st in pitching, 3rd defense, 4th speed. Let's go. Now, looking at the beginning of the rebuild to what we were ranked to now, major improvement. So let's go take a look at what the lineup looks like. You got Randy Rosarena in left field slated at the leadoff spot. Adley Rutschman's catching with Yandy Diaz at the 3rd. He's playing first base, and then Ramirez at the cleanup spot playing 3rd base. You've got Tim Harrison coming after him at shortstop. Adolis Garcia is in right field, along with Mullins in center field. And then rounding out the lineup, you got Torres at DH and Horner at second base. On the bench, you got Diaz, Mateo, Thompson, and Walker. And then the rotation, you got Joe Ryan at the A spot, with Aaron Nola coming in at the 2nd in the rotation. Rodriguez, the lefty, the southpaw, the 3rd pitcher, and then McKenzie and BB, both were from the Guardians, are rounding out the rotation. Ron Marinaccio is going to be our long reliever. You got Phil Maton, middle reliever with Blake Trinan and AJ Puck and Robert Suarez. You got 4 middle relief pitchers. And then you got Nick Anderson and Aroldis Chapman the setup guys, and Felix Bautista is going to be our closing pitcher. So, I mean, take a look, and they all have decent stamina, which is good. I mean, look at everybody. They have a bunch of stamina. Usually closing pitchers have like 15 stamina, but Bautista has 27, which is good. So that's our team. You guys drop in the comments what you think this team is going to do, what their record's going to finish like. I'm going to say, I'll be on the safe side, 90 and 72 will be this finals team record. That'll be their floor, their ceiling, 162. That's what I'm going to go with. But I think we're ready to sim, and I'll catch you guys back at the end of the season and see if we make the playoffs or not. We have made it to the playoffs, and yes, we are the 1 seed. We'll be either taking on the 4 seed Angels or the 5 seed New York. Then Houston Astros are the 2 seed, and they'll be taking on either 3 seed Minnesota or 6 seed Tampa Bay. Over to the NL we go. LA Dodgers are the 1 seed in the NL, and they'll either take on the 4 seed Milwaukee or the 5 seed Chicago. And then St. Louis is number 2 seed, and they'll be taking on 3 seed Atlanta or 6 seed Philly. Let's go look at our lineup. There's Horner stats. Here's our stats. You guys can see everybody. Some highlights, I mean, right here. Yandy Diaz, 41 bombs. Ramirez, 39 bombs. 29 for him. 24 for Glaber. 22 for Adley Rutschman in his very first full season. And then over here, you got Anderson. There's his stats. Then the rotation. 2 people under 3. But I'm fine with that. I mean, first rebuild having Tristan McKenzie, and I think he did fantastic. I mean, could have done better, but it is what it is. We're the 1 seed. So something must have went right. Tanner Beebe, he was in the rotation. I moved him to the bullpen, because we got Savali at the deadline. And then Maton, good season. Blake Trinan, he had like a 1.8 during simulation, and then it was spiked up. But we got the 1 seed, so it doesn't really matter. AJ Puck, fantastic season. I'll take that from him. Could have done better, but we've got the 1 seed. It's fine. Anderson, great season. Rose Chapman, great comeback season. And Bautista, excellent. I'll take that from your closing pitching. Now let's go take a look at our standings. We got 112 wins and 50 losses. I predicted us to go 90 and 72 as our floor, and our ceiling 162. We added 112 wins. We added 12 more wins than what I predicted as our ceiling. If one of you guys commented down below right when you're watching this, I'll give you a shout out in our next video. But dang, if one of you guys got that right, congrats on that. Because I was not expecting to get 112 wins. But now, I think we're ready to sim. Adolis Garcia is on the injured list. He's on the IL. He should be coming back. But here we go. Joe Ryan versus Garrett Cole. 1. Let's go. Rodriguez versus Cortez. Loss. Come on. McKenzie versus Rodon. Nola versus Severino. We win. Savali versus... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan versus Garrett Cole. We win, and we'll be taking on the Astros in the American League Championship Series. Savali versus Framber Valdez. Loss, okay. Rodriguez versus Javier. Loss. McKenzie versus McCullers. Loss. Nola versus Valdez. Win, let's go. Joe Ryan versus Garcia. Win. Savali versus Javier. Win. Joe Ryan versus Hunter Brown. And we lost. Dang it. Dang it, I thought we were going to actually do it this time. We lost 6-5. Dang it, guys. We almost came back from a 3-0 deficit. That's heartbreaking. We had a good regular season run, I feel like. That was a good record. Dodgers defeated the Astros in the 2023 World Series. There's the bracket, guys. Dang it. 1 game shy. 1 game. One game. Dang it. Here's the playoff stats for us. 367 average. That's great. He didn't do that good, but I mean, it's fine. 300 average for Rushman. 346 for Torres. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, let's look at the rotation. Savelli had a 1.93. Ryan had a 5.11. I threw him in that last game. McKenzie, 3.12. 2.57. Okay. Okay. 21.6 ERA. Dang. That's good. 40 pitched. Okay. That's good. He had a good regular season, but bullpen just, the rotation, I mean, the postseason wasn't him. Nah. He didn't give a single run up, which is good. He didn't have the great postseason, and Batista, good. Just how the cookie crumbles, man. We win 112 in the regular season. I'll take that. Let's go look at the awards. Yordan Alvarez won postseason MVP. Trout, Judge, and Yordan Alvarez won Silver Slugger for the outfield. Rosarena was in second place for every outfield spot. Seager won it for shortstop. Devers won it for third base. Ramirez was second place. Simeon won it for second base. Horner was third place for that. Yandy Diaz won it for first place. First base, not first. He got first place for the first baseman and Silver Slugger. Christian Bethancourt won Silver Slugger for catcher. Adley Rushman was third. So I think we had a guy for Silver Slugger in every position besides shortstop. Shohei Ohtani won it for DH. Then Gold Glove for right fielder went to Tucker. Bader won it for center field, and Varsho won it for left field. Shortstop goes to Carlos Correa. DJ LeMahieu wins it for third base. Jimenez wins it for second base. Horner got third place in that voting. Brown won it for first place. First base, not first place. And Gold Glove for catcher went to Cal Raleigh. Adley Rushman got second place in that. Mitch Keller won it for pitcher. We had him on our team, and we moved him for Joe Ryan. But Aaron Judge won Hank Aaron Award. Hunter Brown wins Rookie of the Year. Michael King wins Reliever of the Year. Aaron Judge wins the batting title. Shohei Ohtani wins Cy Young. And Yordan Alvarez wins Most Valuable Player with Yandy Diaz coming in third place. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I know we came one game shy of making it to the World Series with the Orioles. Well, I think the regular season we did fantastic. 112-50. That might be the best record we're going to get out of all these rebuilds. So, if you guys did enjoy this rebuild, you guys know what to do. You guys can drop a like and subscribe. And you guys can turn the post notification bell on so you not miss anything that I post. You can check the description below for links to other channels like you check out and info on this video, as well as links to editing apps that help me make YouTube videos. Also, once again, if you guys did comment that record correctly of what we did in the regular season, I'll give you guys a shout out in the next video. That does it. I'm out. Peace, and I'll see you in the next video.